Hello guys, so today I'm going to be showing you another type of a website. Alright, so today is another type of a backend website. Last time I showed you guys the two ways you can design a website using the usual way that we all know. But today I've brought you a very bigger, complex and more elaborate website design. Alright, so this design is neat. It's actually looks very legitimate. Alright, so this video is for educational purposes and for those that would like to explore and practice and see how all this is done. All right, so that is the essence of this YouTube channel. So I would also want you, if you've not subscribed to this channel, to also subscribe to this channel and also click on the notification icon to be notified when next I post a video. So I would like you guys to follow me through the process of designing this so that you will really understand what we are about. All right, welcome to another edition of my videos. All right, do not forget to subscribe. All right, so let's continue today. Okay, so let me show you how this looks. So we're going to be logging in. So with the account number and the password. So proceed. And this has a two-factor PIN. So let's see. So this is the two-factor PIN. Enter. Wow, so you can see how this dashboard looks like. It is so neat and wow, so this is the latest that we have at the moment. This is also the best that you can get in the market. All right, so you can design this kind of website for someone and charge as much as you can. The power is in your hands. As long as you know what it takes to do it for you, you know how much you want to gain in return. All right, so you can see this. Let's try and make a transfer, fund transfer. Let's make a wire international transfer. All right, so we're going to put 200,000. Let's send to Somich City. All right, so let's use our bank name. You know, I'm putting these figures so that we can see how it really works. Right, so select country. Right, so put a new routing number. This is just to learn how this works. Font description. All right, so save video. That's a select account type, or I think it's, I don't know. Right, so when you click on make a transfer, this is the magic that happens. It actually has a delay time before everything starts loading up. So let's see what happens from here on. Alright, so you're going to say kindly validate the 6-digit OTP sent to your phone number or to your email. Alright, so let's see if we get an OTP in the email box. Let's see if we get an OTP in the email box. Alright, so let's see. Right, so we get an OTP and we copy this. So copy it. So let's say you validate OTP. Right, so you can see transaction confirmation, the transaction has been confirmed. Right, so you can also make this account to make international transactions whereby they request for a series of codes before a transaction can be completed. All right, so this is all set up by the admin. So let's try and get into the admin to see how this works. All right, so this is the admin dashboard for this website. Right, so we log into the admin dashboard. Right, so let's see for that user. Well, let us activate and deactivate the billing code. Right, so this is the user. We activate it. So settings. So let's see if this works out. Right. So it's active for wire and international transfers. So let's put something here again. Let's put name, optional account number, to shift code. No, so this is wire transfer, routing number, feeding, so account type, Somich transfer. Alright, so you see redirecting and now a request for a code. Alright, so wire transfers can be an expensive way. So you can see this request for a code for the transaction to be completed. Alright, so let's check for this code. As the admin, we can have access to this code. All user accounts. Alright, so which of them? I think this is it. So let's see if it works out. So put the code and click on continue transfer. Right, so it says invalid code, so that is not the code. Right, but we are understanding how this works, and that is exactly what we want to get. Alright, so I think this is it here. Yeah. Alright, so got code validation in progress. Please wait. So you can understand this process, and this makes this a very strong website that we are supposed to be doing right here, and you can use it to do anything. So this is just me exploring, and this is just me trying to create something that looks really legitimate and all that. So you can actually make a lot of money on this. You can actually charge 300, 400, 500,000, a million naira to do this. All right, so this is another level that you have to go through. All right, so let's see what happens at the end of all of it. Can see how interesting this looks. All right, so this is very neat for us to work with. Okay, now request for the third step. All right, so request for this three step. All right, so this is the tax code. Okay. Right, so you can see these three steps and this many dimensional website that you can use to work on any place, anything you want to work with. So this is going to take us hours to view, like 1 hour, 2 hours to really go through all the processes of us arranging these websites. All right, but I would like you to follow me through these stages so that we really understand how this works, and so that you can do it exactly for someone and get the money. Right, so this is it. It's saying processing, so you can see proceed to transfer. Right, so this is the last stage. You have to get the OTP code and everything works out again, and it tells you successful transaction. Right, so this is it. All right, so now let's see how we can do this website for us. So for everybody, we all know how you can do a website. You have to go get a hosting. All right, so I have a hosting company that I've been using, and I've been also able to get a link from them that can help my subscribers and my followers to get at least 40% discount on your Namecheap domains and hosting. Yes, many people complain of spending a lot of money buying domain names and buying hosting, but I really spend less. Yes, before I do any website, I don't spend up to 20,000 naira, yeah, to do a website, but I charge up to 3,000% of that. All right, so now let's see. So you go to namecheap.com. If you're not registered already, it's easy to register. Log in or register, sign up and create your account, verify your email, and that is it. So you can always come here to search for a domain name, search for a name that is available that you want to use, and make sure you're using names that are not sensitive or likely to be banned. So you also get a video very soon where I'll be explaining why your Namecheap account or your domain name is set to be banned and um, killed, like many people will call it. Right, so you come here, search for a domain name, and after that you buy a hosting. Right, so we're going to be signing in. So let me sign in. All right, so let me sign in, and after that, when you buy the domain name and the hosting, go to shared hosting. You get to select any of them and get started. So I start with this for the cheaper. Get started with this. All right, also check through my videos. You will see how to get this 40% discount on every domain name you want to buy. So you get it, you link it to any domain name already in cart or your new purchase. All right, so when you do that, you are good to go. So let's not waste much of our time. There are many videos here on my YouTube channel where you can get details on how to do all this. All right, so let's just go straight to the dashboard. So let me connect to use an already existing hosting that I've been using to work. Right, so we are going to be using a subdomain. Right, so we are going to be using a subdomain. So let's say manage. Let's just get a hosting, and let's go to the cPanel of that hosting. Okay, so let's use one of them. Right, so let's go to cPanel. So one important thing in using, if you want to do a bank online, please don't use BANK as the name for the domain, or you just have 7 days and all your efforts are in vain. All right, so that is it for Namecheap, and that is it for any other registering company out there. If you use BANK, you have to provide details that you are actually a bank. So this is a hint I'm giving you so that you become careful the next time you are actually working on this. All right, so now we are not going to be working with this directly because we also already have a domain name here. So we are going to be using a primary domain to work with this. So we'll be using a primary domain to make it simple for us to use. All right, so let's just go to we're going to be using a subdomain. Sorry, we're not going to be using the primary domain. So we'll use a subdomain to make it easier for us. So this is subdomains. Let's create a new subdomain where we can upload our file. Alright, so I'm not going to even use BANK in my subdomains, or I risk losing this website. Alright, so I'm going to be using an acronym just to make it. Alright, so let me use UBBK. Alright, so this is the subdomain I want to use. So UBBK to use this for the bank. Alright, so create. So I'm going to be using this for the sake of this lesson that I want to teach us today on my YouTube channel, how to design this 4-dimensional website. Right, so it's very neat and it's very sweet to watch. So I believe that you guys enjoy it and you guys also understand it. And please don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, it's very important because that is how I get paid. Alright, so you guys don't pay me. Maybe you get access to this script, you pay, but you are not actually going to pay me for doing all this. So I have a lot of free videos and free tutorials on my channel. You can always go through it. Just subscribe, like, and comment on the videos. I will really appreciate. So let's continue. Go back and yes, we are done with the subdomain. So let's go upload the files. Alright, so I'll be giving you access to these files, this script as you call it, that you can use to do this same thing for yourself. So just follow the procedures here. So go to File Manager and open this that we really created now. So delete this, we'll not be using it. Right, so I'm going to be giving you access to this file. So let me get it from my system. So this is it. Right, so we open this file here. Sorry. So when you download this, you're actually going to be getting this readme where you can learn and read how to install this. It will also help you solve the problems that you might encounter while doing this. So let's open this and extract. Right, so it's green and it is done. Right, I love the speed. So once you are into it, you extract. Let's see what is inside. Right, exactly the stuff's there. So this is the readme file. So let's view it and see what we are going to actually read. So this is the process to set up the database and bank settings. You follow this, you follow this, and you follow this. So we are going to be following all this to make sure our bank is really working. All right, so this is also the public underscore HTML. So if you are using a primary domain, all these files inside here, you have to move it to this folder here. But since this is an already existing website, so I'm not going to be moving it here. That's why I created a subdomain. Alright, so these files here, I'm not going to be moving it anywhere than here. So I'm going to be moving it directly to this new subdomain that I created. So I'll select all. So select all, copy. I'll move it, sorry. So move it here. Move files. Right, so you can see that everything is right here now. Everything is right here now. If we got some stuff correct, let's see what this domain shows us. So we cut could have copied anyway. So paste and go to this and see whether we have something up our sleeves. Wow, so you can see what we have here. So this is the bank. So this is what we are going to be working with actually now. This is what we are going to be working with. So you can click on login and you can see how you can log in with your bank details. So you put your bank details and enter password, and that is it, you're in. So this is what you're going to be using, all right, for this bank. So let's proceed with all those details that we are supposed to fill up. So we're going to proceed with all the details that we're going to be filling up. All right, so let's go back to cPanel. So before we fill all those details, first of all, we have to connect the database, and before we connect the database, we also have to download the database. All right, so let's see where the database file is. So you come to this file, you see this SQL folder, you open it and you're going to be seeing the database file. So this is the database file. You just right click and click on download. All right, so if you click on download, it's going to be downloaded. So let's go back to our cPanel main menu and search for database. So this search makes it easier for you, so you go straight to MySQL database wizard. So let's say database name is ABBK. Yeah, for me, as I always say on my videos, I use the same name for the username and for the database name, so that you can just copy one text and place it in both places without getting confused of which one is database, which one is database and which one is database name. All right, so to avoid that confusion and waste of time, you just use the same name for both of them, since it's the first time and the only time you're going to be needing them. All right, so let's just see, let's put the password. UBBK 210. Alright, so we create user. You select all privileges, you make changes. Now, like I said, copy just one. Alright, so we are going to be needing that in the next phase. Right, so return to home. We are done with creating the database. So next thing we do is import. All right, so let's go to phpMyAdmin is here. That is the database section. So we go to phpMyAdmin. So phpMyAdmin. So you're there now. You wait for some time for it to load. Then you click on import. First of all, you're going to be selecting the database. Yes, so this is the database we are working with. It's not open yet, it's loading. So once it's done loading, you import. So we're going to be importing this file we just downloaded. So it should be in downloads. Yes, so this is it here, open. So click on go. Import has been successfully finished. All right, so we are in. So right, next thing is to follow the readme text. You can see to set up the database and back settings, to include folder dbconfig.php. Right, so let's go find them. So you go to include folder. So where is the include folder? It's not here. So we are going to this folder here named account. So this account is where the of everything is. So you open the account folder and now we are here. So this is the include folder. Alright, so we go to include folder, go to dbconfig.php. So this is the dbconfig.php. You click on this, right click and edit. So this place is where you become a programmer even if you're not a programmer. So just follow me as I place these stuffs here. So this is where I put what I just copied, the database name. So you see, I don't need to come and confirm if it's username or database name. I just paste it there because I use the same name, right? So this makes it simpler for you. It makes the work simple for you. So you put your password. Alright, so you come here also. If you want to do everything at the same time, come here and put your online bank data setting. So you put your bank name here, put your bank address here and everything, and your online email here, right? So that makes it easier for you. So let's also check if there's any other place you're going to put the database name. You have to be careful to check. And no, so only change things that are tampered with, and do not change any other thing here. So this is the only place we are going to change something, right? So you click on save changes, and you check readme instead of file. So in the include folder, you're going to go to billing config, right? So you go straight to the billing config.php, you edit. So you can also see the same thing here. It saves us the stress of looking for which one is database name and database user, such things. So here too, so put the password. Alright, so you click on save changes. Alright, so you go down here and check the readme again if you have any other thing here. So we don't have any other thing in the include folder, so we are leaving the include folder. So we'll go up one level. So next place is dashboard folder. Alright, so this is the dashboard folder. We'll open it. What are we editing here? Connect.db file. Alright, so we scroll down to connect.db. Where is it? Sorry, we go to dashboard folder and go to admin folder. Yeah, so we are in the dashboard. I'll go to admin folder. I'm going to be seeing the connect.db, right? So we edit, and then we're going to be seeing the same thing. So we change only what is changed. So you can see this doesn't take so much time, but you have to be careful if there's somewhere else here. Here. Right, so we also check. So be also careful to find out that you have to change these names to make sure that you are correct with it. Right, so this is the third place and fourth place here. So this is another place. So like I said, this makes the work so cumbersome for you, but it's also worth it, because when you are done with this, your website is sweet. Right, so we're done with this place. You click on save changes. Yeah, so when we click on save changes, we go back to our readme. Where else? So we're going to mail SMS settings, include folder mail.sms. So we go back, include folder, mail SMS edit. So we are also doing the connect DB here and the email. So this is where you set up your SMTP. You come here, put your email details. You have to create an email account, put the account host here, put the username and password. And when you're filling all these things, make sure that you don't tamper with these signs like this. If you really don't understand this, colons, semicolons, and all those hyphens and all that. So just put the text and leave every other thing for God. Yes, leave it for God. Alright, so this is what you do. So if you're done with this just here, then you're done. So we don't make any changes because this is for the educational purposes. I just want to show you how you can start on the right foot. Right, so after that you go to account folder, then the include folder, then you go to class user.php. Alright, so you go to include folder, class user. So this is it here, edit. Alright, so we're also going to look for the database connection, blah blah blah. So let's scroll down and find it. Make sure that everything that you are setting up is done, so that when your bank starts working, it works well. Alright, so what we are going to set here is also the email, to send email, and the text that's shown when you send an email. So this is also part of the email settings. As you can see, every of these things, I took my time to set it up from A to Z. So you have to do the same thing also. Alright, so let's go to the next stage. Alright, account folder, dashboard folder, admin folder. So we're going to go to this class admin.php. Alright, so we're going to go there. Dashboard, admin folder, class admin.php, edit. So what are we looking for here? So we're also working with the names for the emails and everything. Yeah, so this is also where you set the name of the bank and the email. Alright, so we are done here. I think it's time we go to check if you can really create an account. So we had refresh, and if everything is okay, we can actually create an account. Right, so let's sign up. Good, so we got the connection correct, and you can see we can actually create an account now and register our bank. So this process is not going to work actually, because I have not connected the emails. They are not going to send you any email, so they're not going to send us any email. But this is where the process stops. So now I'm going to be showing you another thing that you all should know, right? How do we edit this, and how do we edit this? All right, so this logo, you want to change this to what you want. So we are going to be using this simple feature that is on all browsers in the internet. All right, so this feature is for everybody. So right click on the image, inspect. This is a long process, but I want to use it in case you don't see the other option. So let me use this. This is the one that works very well. So you click on this arrow here and come right here and place it. So when you come here, you will actually see this, and here you see current source. So you can see where this image is sourced. So if you go to UBBK Bisco Trade account /assets/img/brand/blue.png, so we need to locate this and we need to change it. Right, so let's locate where this folder is. All right, so let's see where is it. So we go home to this. Okay, that's what we said. Then from this, go to account. From account, you go to assets. From access, I think IMG, brand, Yeah, and you can see blue.png. So all these ones here are renamed are the original ones, and these ones here are the ones I put. So to solve the problem, I do this, I copy, then I rename it to, then I save it. Now I upload an image that I want to use to replace that blue. So let's say I want to use an image. Okay, so let me use my company. So I use this. So I've uploaded this image. So I select press V. So I save it as blue.png. Now look at the magic. Right, so close this and Control F5 to hard refresh, clear cache, and load new images. So you can see the logo has changed because I've changed the source. Right, so that's how you can change this logo from any point in the site. Right, so you can also go back and do the same thing for this. You can also, if you don't want to go through this thread, if you see this option, open image in new tab, it can also help. So when you do open image in new tab, you're going to see this, and you use this to trace the image. So you go to assets image, and if you go to image, you see this first trace bar logo.png. So this point is where you just rename the image you see there to this. You upload your image and rename it to this, and the same way you change everything, any image at all that you want to change on this website. Alright, you change this, you change everything at all. So if you also want to change the emails that you receive, once you go to this sign up now, and you see this application form.php, there's an email it's supposed to send, and that email can be customized by you. So to customize this email, you go to this page, application.php. So you go to account dashboard, application form.php. all right, so let's find it. So go back, account dashboard, application form.php. So let's see the email that it sends. You can see the text down here. Alright, so see one of this. Please note that once your internet banking is activated, you will need to complete your account number and password to access your online banking. Right, so these are texts that are associated with this, and these are stuff that might be sent to you once you get this website done. So when you set up your email account and connect it in all those folders that I opened when on this readme, if you connect it through all this folder, and that folder, then you can actually find what to edit. So let's say there is a keyword in the email that I received. I want to use it and find this. So if you received an email from any page you are in, then you can edit that email from that page. Right, so let's say, because the email we're supposed to receive here is from this application form.php. So if you want to edit that email text, you go to this application form.php. That's where we'll find it. So let me say you received an email from here that contains account. All right, so there's a keyword that you must find here in your email that you can come here and search. So you use a Control F to search for it, like you all know. So registered. Right, so this is not the email, so we can say activated, something like that. All right, so look at it. So this is a text in the email. So if you use it, you find the whole text box, and you can now understand what's up in it, and you can edit this text here to here, right? In this p tag, that is what you can edit. Okay, you can also edit this. Your application has been received and is being checked. You will receive a reply from our account department shortly. Right, so you can edit this content, and you can also trace the email image, and you can change this from here. Right, so this is where it ends for us on this episode and this section of my video, please kindly throw in your questions in the comment section if you have any, and do not hesitate to always contact me. Yes, my number is on my channel. I'll give you access to this, and you can always watch all my videos on my channel. My name is Mr. Somich, and I'm always here at your service. Thank you for watching my videos, and I do hope to see you next time in my WhatsApp DM, where you tell me, or when you ask me any question that you might want to ask me. Peace.